Coco Gauff Makes Waves. $67 billion partnership signals a bold new era. Fans are buzzing. The announcement didn't break like ordinary sports news. It didn't sneak into the margins of a business column or appear quietly at the bottom of a sponsor list. It exploded across timelines, across group chats, across living rooms where tennis fans stared at their screens and said the same thing at once. This is different. When it became official that Coco Gauff had partnered with a $67 billion global powerhouse, the shock wasn't just about money. It was about meaning. It was about what such a massive deal says, not only about her present, but about the future she is now shaping. On the court, off the court, and beyond the sport itself. Within minutes, hashtags trended worldwide. Within hours, debates ignited. By nightfall, one conclusion echoed across every platform. Coco Gauff has entered a new era. From prodigy to power player, everyone remembers the girl who stunned the world at Wimbledon. Barely a teenager, eyes wide, racket steady, stepping onto the grass as if destiny had already whispered her name. Back then, Coco Gauff was possibility in motion, raw talent, boundless courage, and a smile that somehow survived the brightest spotlight in sports. But prodigies don't always turn into power players. Some flicker, some fade, some break under the weight of expectations they never asked for. Coco didn't. She grew. Year after year, match after match, she didn't just improve. She evolved. Her game sharpened. Her mentality hardened. Her presence deepened. And slowly, quietly, she began shaping something even bigger than her forehand, a global identity. That identity is what made this $67 billion partnership not just possible, but inevitable. The $67 billion shock. Why this deal feels different. Big athletes sign big deals all the time. But every once in a while, one deal cuts deeper than headlines. This one wasn't about shoes or a logo on a shirt or a quick brand boost. This was a partnership with a global corporation valued in the tens of billions. An enterprise that operates on a scale where decisions shape markets and influence culture across continents. To put it simply, this wasn't a check. This was a statement. In the language of business, deals like this mean trust, vision, and long-term belief. A company at this level does not gamble on trend. It invests in legacy. And Coco Gauff, still barely into her 20s, was chosen as that legacy. Fans react. This is bigger than tennis. As soon as the news broke, fans flooded social media with emotion that swung from disbelief to pride to full-blown excitement. Some wrote, "She's still so young. How is she already at this level?" Others said, "This is Serena-level influence already." And many simply posted the same phrase over and over. "She's changing the game." For young girls watching from bedrooms and schoolyards across the world, this wasn't just about money. It was about possibility. It was about seeing someone who looks like them, talks like them, once dreamed like them, now sitting at the table where global decisions are made. For longtime tennis fans, it felt like watching history shift in real time. The bold new era begins. Every athlete has chapters in their career. The breakthrough, the rise, the peak, the legacy. This partnership marks the start of Coco's fourth chapter, the one where she is no longer just reacting to success, but actively shaping the future around her. This is the era of strategic branding, business intelligence, cultural leadership, global storytelling. She is no longer just in the arena. She is helping decide what the arena becomes. More than an athlete, Coco the architect. What makes this moment especially powerful is that it doesn't feel accidental. Coco has always spoken with intention. In interviews, she never chased headlines. She talked about education, about responsibility, about voice, about understanding the platform she had been given and using it correctly. She studied champions. She studied history. She studied mistakes others made before her. While fans focus on rankings, she focused on structure. And that structure is now visible to the world. This partnership tells us something quietly, but clearly. Coco Gauff is thinking in decades, not tournaments. Why this partnership redefines power in women's sports. For generations, women's sports have fought for space, fairness, and financial respect. Progress came slowly. often unfairly and unevenly. But moments like this do not whisper. They declare, a $67 billion partnership does not happen unless the market fully believes in the value of women's global influence. Not as charity, not as trend, as power. Coco Gauff didn't just step through a door. She widened it. And behind her walks an entire generation. Pressure? Yes. Fear? No. Naturally, with a deal this massive comes a wave of pressure. Critics talk louder. Expectations climb higher. Everyone becomes proof. Every loss becomes drama. But Coco has lived with expectations since she was 15. Pressure is not new to her. What's new is that now pressure no longer threatens her foundation. It strengthens it, because she is no longer chasing stability. She has built it, and stability is the secret weapon of great champions. When fear leaves, freedom arrives. The quiet confidence that changed everything. Those who know Coco off camera often speak about one thing more than anything else. Her calm, not arrogance, not noise. Calm. In meetings, she listens. In negotiations, she waits. In decision-making, she thinks. That quiet confidence is what separates meteors from stars. Meteors burn brightly and vanish. Stars endure. What this means for the next generation. Tonight, somewhere in the world, a 10-year-old girl is holding a racket for the first time. Somewhere else, another young athlete is watching this news unfold and realizing, I don't have to choose between being an athlete and being a leader. I don't have to choose between passion and power. I can be both. That is the invisible impact of moments like this. Victories fade. Contracts expire. But belief multiplies. The business world is watching closely. Executives across industries are paying attention. Not just because Coco is famous, but because she is becoming something rare. A bridge between sport and business. Between youth and leadership. Between influence and infrastructure. Corporate power no longer wants loud endorsements. It wants authenticity with reach. And Coco Gauff delivers that in full. The emotional core behind the headlines, behind the charts and valuations, behind the trending hashtags, there is still a young woman who once practiced on public courts with her parents watching from the sidelines. Those roots matter. Because while the world now sees a global deal, those closest to her see something more personal. Security for her family. Freedom for her future. Conclusion, the waves are real and they're only growing. Coco Gauff has officially crossed a threshold few athletes ever reach. She didn't just make waves. She changed the tide. The $67 billion partnership isn't about image. It's about influence. It's not about fortune. It's about future. And it's not just about one athlete. It's about the shape of modern sports culture itself. Fans are buzzing because they feel it too. Something big just shifted. And in the center of that shift stands a young woman with a racket in one hand and the world opening in the other. The bold new era has begun. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.